everybody, I'm Chef Zelina, and here with you again to create a recipe using amazing seafood from, of course, Morgan Street Seafood. So today what we're going to be making is one of our lunch specials. So I've told you before that we do lunch every day, Monday through Friday, at the International Seaman Center, and that's the kitchen we're in today. So what I'm preparing is what we are having for lunch on our menu today. It is a shrimp burger. So one of the things that I take exception to is if I go somewhere and they say they have a shrimp burger on the menu and you get there and it's just a bun with some shrimp. So what we've done is we've taken and we've created our own shrimp patty. So what I'm going to start with here is some panko. I'm going to take the panko, I'm just going to pulse it a few times just to kind of get it broken down. So we want it really nice and fine, and that's going to be the main binder for this shrimp patty. Alright, so I have that. I'm going to take about a third of our beautiful shrimp. It's been peeled and deveined. And again, this shrimp is from Morgan Street Seafood. It's super fresh. It smells delicious and sweet, like you want shrimp to smell. If you ever get any kind of other odors than just a delicious shrimp smell, you don't want to use that shrimp. Alright, so we're adding in our mayo. There we go. The next thing I'm going to add in is a little Cajun seasoning, a little bit of salt, and some pepper. And I said about a third of the shrimp, so I'm going to add just a little bit more here. And that's going to be... So now, I'm going to pulse this and get it really nicely browned together. You see it's starting to take a patty form. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Yeah, that's what we're looking for right there. Nice and sticky, just starting to come together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the rest of the shrimp, and I'm not going to pulse it quite as much. I'm just going to pulse it a little bit because we do want some shrimp to be kind of whole, not whole, but just some shrimp pieces. So this is just going to get a quick pulse just to kind of chop up that little bit there. Alright, that looks great. So we still have some shrimp that is, you can tell it's still shrimp, and that's what we want. I'm going to add this mixture in. I'm going to get all of that goodness out of there because that's your patty. So when I make these patties, I'm going to do a 4-ounce patty. Because unlike a beef patty or a other kind of patty, this isn't going to shrink when you cook it. So you're not going to lose a lot of fat or waste. So 4-ounce patty to me is the perfect size for a nice lunch. Alright. Now once I have that there, what I'm going to do with my scallions is I'm going to fold them in. Fold them in. That's a little funny saying we have around here. Fold? How do you fold? How do you fold it? You just fold it. So I'm going to take these scallions and I'm just going to fold them in. And the reason I'm folding them in is because I didn't want to, you know, pulverize them with the food processor. So I'm just going to fold these in, and that's just for a little extra added flavor and some color. Alright, and so this is your good folding technique. You take it, pick it up from the bottom, just fold it over. Alright, so those are nicely folded in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some gloves, and then I'm going to make some patties. I'm going to take this and form it into a really nice patty. And so what I'm going to be serving this on today is a beautifully done brioche bun. And I'm going to serve that with our remoulade. So we have our own recipe of remoulade that we make. Maybe next time I'll make it for you on film. To go with, again, the delicious seafood from Morgan Street. It pairs really perfectly. But this is my beautiful shrimp patty. What you can see there is it's nicely incorporated, but you still have some chunks of shrimp, so you know what you're eating. Right there. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to use the flat top here. I'm going to put just a little bit of oil, and then we are going to fry this baby up. So another trick that I do is I always save my shrimp shells, and with that I will make a beautiful shrimp stock. And then I take that shrimp stock, and I can use it for soups or sauces, but one of the things I like to make is a really nice sweet shrimp sauce. So that's what's going to happen with those shells that we did earlier. Okay, while that patty's cooking, I'm also going to use a little bit of butter here, and I'm going to butter my brioche bun. And we're going to get this nice and toasted up. The reason you want to toast that is so that when you put your remoulade down or your vegetables, it has a nice little coating and your bun doesn't get soggy. We're just going to let that cook for a minute. Alright, so this is cooking. So it might start to stick just a little bit. And if you don't have a flat top, it's perfectly fine to do this in a non-stick pan. So we've gone around, we made sure it's not sticking, and look at that. Look at that beautiful color on there. That's what we want. GBD, golden brown and delicious. So I'm going to take my buns over here to this side, and just a little bit more toasty. So now remember, when you're cooking shrimp cooks very quickly. And in this type of patty, it's going to take a little bit longer to cook, but it's going to cook relatively quickly. And I talked about before when I cooked fish that when it's ready to come up, it'll tell you. If it's kind of stuck, that means it's not ready. It needs a little bit more. So this is ready to flip there. One, a little stuck. But when it's ready to be flipped, it'll unstick itself. There, that's what we want. Nice golden brown color on those ones. Alright, so our buns are nicely toasted on both sides, and that's what we want. So this is our remoulade. Again, we make it in-house. We like to make all of our sauces, all of our dressings, everything from scratch. And the reason we do that is because we can control the ingredients that go into it. We know we're not adding sugars or, all these fruit syrups or, just whatever. We use whole natural ingredients, locally sourced as much as possible. And again, that's one of the reasons that we partnered with Morgan Street, because they have the most amazing fresh seafood available, and what we know is we're always going to get a great product with them. Alright, so the way we build this burger is we're going to get a tomato. I'm going to do a little bit of onion, and what I like to do is put the lettuce down on the bottom just to protect that heat from that bun there. Alright, so we're going to take our beautiful patty, shrimp patty, there we go. And that's it. This is just a nice shrimp burger. There we go. So coming up July 15th, we have a really exciting pop-up dinner. We're doing a lot of fun with food. It's a Comic-Con based pop-up. And what we've done is we've taken the menu and we've kind of tailor-made it to some of the guests that are coming, the celebrity guests that are coming to Comic-Con. So we have a really fun menu. I ask you to check it out. We are doing a costume thing, so if you come to the dinner, dress up in your favorite cosplay costume, and we'll have a lot of fun. So last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this burger in half. I'm going to open it up and just show you what it looks like with that patty there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, so now that we have it cut, we're going to give it a little taste here. so good. It's nice and shrimpy. That shrimp is definitely fresh with those fresh ingredients. It's delicious. I encourage you to try it.